Excellent. Okay. Well done for joining me today. Here we are again, another Thursday, Rise and Shine. And our 12-step Dao Yin, our practice today within the set will be the Phoenix salutes the people, the 11th posture. But firstly, let's arrive. We'll bring our bow together, left, right hand cross and lovely. We'll adjust the alignment while standing, softening the body weight into the feet, sitting weight, flexing the knees. The tailbone will automatically adjust down, and we let the elbows slightly open from the body to open the underarm, lengthening from behind the crown. So nice relaxed shoulders, opening our circle. We take our energy up the ball and we're going to bring it over and then press down, softening that weight a little more with the resistance as we press the ball into the water. Inhale as we lift. Exhale, press. Change. So our warm up today, we start, and there'll be a mirror image to our left, stepping shoulder width position. And still, whilst in this position, remember the alignments we talked of initially there, adjusting the tailbone, releasing the arms from the body. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. This will keep the, or sitting to the waistline there, keeping the shoulders nicely positioned for our head turns as we turn to the left. And with this movement, nice and level, just have a pause in position before you extend with inhalation. And come back through to the front and across to the right. Again, we just take a moment before we extend with inhalation. Important to not lift the shoulder as you extend the nose there. So just feel the shoulders are relaxed. Opening to the right. And centering. And from there, we're going to look at this chin position. Firstly, let's push back as if your head is sitting to the wall. And then we can extend the chin forward, lengthening with curve upwards to open the throat, teeth together. Releasing the breath as we take that movement and we pull back. So again, we have that draw towards the back before we come forward and tuck towards the chest. Roll, exhale the breath. Release, and then draw back in. So a second time for that action, forward first and up. Center, pull back, and forward to roll down. Again, gently tucking and release. Forward facing then, we take the arms down, position fingertips to the shoulder edge, and here the shoulder rolls take place, elbows lengthen up, circling out and down. So the movement is a gentle movement. Adjust for yourselves how high you want to lift the elbows. And we align with the breath. So we're inhaling as we pick up. And with this particular shoulder roll, We keep the elbows shoulder width apart. We're not asked to bring them in towards each other here. So you keep that position. Allow yourself to massage the ribs on the way down there with the arms. Let's do one more. Crossing hands ahead and open press. And then we're going to let the arms release, and gently with loose arms, we're turning towards our corner, picking up the heel of the swinging arm. Just let the ribs get a little more mobility there as we turn gently. And the arms nice and loose. That's great. And then we can let them just travel down. So from there, we're going to sit the weight through the legs so you're nicely flexed in the knee, position left to right shoulder and the right arm around the waist. We're trying to encourage that arm around the waist at the back as much as we can. We start from facing forward and we turn from the waist with the head to look right as you inhale. Exhale, release. Forward face to position hands and arms, and then take the breath as you turn. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that a second time. So we're staying with hips forward as we turn back. And lastly, right to left shoulder, and then we're turning to the left, inhaling back. And releasing out. Well done. So from there, we're just now going to do our leg extension. So we're bringing the feet together and the arms help this as we lift them up to open the sides. Take the hands as high as comfortable. They don't need to be fully stretched. You're just keeping an open arm. We open the right toe, sitting weight. So that left heel is forward, toes up, in line with your knee as we exhale, coming towards the front knee. We start at knee level and then draw up as we open out. We can extend that stretch on the second repetition, but here just opening the body up with the extension forward, left toe, sitting weight. So that gives the back foot the security as you come forward with the knee bent at the back, extending the front leg and gently coming up. So we treat it as one breath in that movement. We don't stay down. So you take your inhalation as you come up, open, and your exhalation as you come forward. Again, here we can maybe get a little more extension, and then again, draw up. Open press before we step back. Last one. And opening left toes. Prepare and exhale as we come forward. Lengthening back up, opening, press, center, and feet together. Now, with the last couple of weeks, we've had some cross-step movements. So we're just going to look at those in our warm-up today. We'll bring the hands on the hips, and the first one in the lotus flower has the step to the left as shoulder width, and then we take the weight across and step behind with the toes. Heel is raised, always with the cross steps, so that you can use that as your lowering and lifting point. Now, with this action, we want to descend directly downwards. Ensure your thighs are crossed. And this movement, we have to be aware, needs, you pay attention to your position, how low you descend. The knee is sliding from the back on the front leg as we lower the body down. So this is a good position here when the back knee is to the calf. Obviously, it can go to the full resting stance, but we'll just come up from there, not fully upright, so that we can step out shoulder width and take the weight across to the center. Let's take that to the right. So this is understanding how our weight shifts as we sit and raise heel, stepping right, shifting the weight, and taking the left foot behind. So both knees stay soft. We don't want to lengthen through the legs, through the knees. So we sit the weight down on a gently sitting process there. And always when we're lowering the body like this, we want to remember we're still lifting from behind on the crown. So you keep that openness of the spine. Draw up gently, pushing from the back foot, and step alongside, or sorry, shoulder width, and then we take the weight in. Now the other cross step is directly from feet together. So here we're sitting the weight, and with our wild geese land on the beach, the left foot is placed to the right first. So we take it like so. And we sit the weight down again. So there's no step out before we lower. And when we draw up, we step straight back, feet together. Let's take that from right to left. Soften the weight first, allow the right heel to raise, and then we position cross step, noticing that there's the distance between the legs on the footwork, but not at the top of the legs. Sitting the weight down, exhale the breath. As we push off from the back foot, we inhale and exhale, bringing the feet together. So it's a little bit of connection with that cross step there. Now we're going to massage the knees. So with this, we'll sit the weight as a squat, open those elbows, exhale as we sit. And gently turning the hands on the knees. We'll do a couple more there. Inhale and exhale. And from there, letting the arms dangle, gently draw up through the upper body and roll into those shoulders. We're going to take our lifts with the heels. Again, the arms aid, lifting up with the central movement. We're going to push overhead as we lift the upper body, ribs, pelvis, and heels. Lengthen all the way up and drop those elbows inwards in order to bring the arms down. And that's it. Well done. 3 more. Last time. And here we're going to then just gently settle the arms back to the dantian. Ladies, the right hand followed by left. And it would always be left and right for gentlemen there. So this is our settling for the warm-up, and it leads us to posture 11, Phoenix salutes the people. The phoenix is a spiritual bird, a bird of ancient Chinese mythology. So here it's about a graceful movement and really a very positive movement, a good well-being, a sense of well-being when we do this posture to complete the sequence of postures before we actually close on the set. So let me demonstrate for you first, and then we'll do it together. I'll start opening to the left. So as you see, it's not a complicated posture. Let's look at the arms first. We start with the body with feet together. So we'll stay with feet together as we do this. And I'm going to do the movement with the arms forward before we have the turn to the corner. So you get the understanding of what we want to do with the arms. We start by drawing the hands up from beside you to bringing them up around a little opening back from the wrist to circle back. Now, it's not a big movement. We're not circling wide, but it gently allows the arms to come forward and they're held at shoulder width, facing in. And then we turn the palms up. And here, positively, we can see we have the Dao Yin palm back in play. And then we're going to turn the hands over and we have what we recognize as the Shaoshang hook. When we take the arms back behind the body, we're collecting that Shaoshang hook, thumb, index together at the bed of the nail, pull back behind you and tilt the wrists up. So then we release that Shaoshang hook and we bring the hands back to the waist level in order to draw them around the waist. And when we do that at the front, we cross the hands. Now, when we take the stepping movement, you'll step to the left, so the left hand will feed inside the right. We come up to face height and we open out. Lovely, nice, well done. So it's as I said at the outset, a graceful movement. So let's start again from the sides. We'll do that again. Roll, release, and draw forward. Turning up. So there's our rotation to start. And then we turn over and draw down. Collect your Shaoshang hook. Here, the wrists are slightly up, but we're going to take them back and turn them up this way at the back. Again, we don't need to go too far back with this. It's not a push up or anything like that. It's just a natural extension back so that you keep the chest relaxed. Release the press, rub, and let the hands draw to the back of the waist and coming through. Again, the wrist is more forward here, and we let the hands cross in front. This time the right hand is inside. Your wrists don't touch, but they are connected energetically. And we open out to sides and come down once more. Again, relaxed arms, so they're not holding tensions. So the footwork is starting with an empty stance. Let's look at that as we have the feet together and we turn the waist. So this is turning to our left corner, forward of the body, and we sit the weight. So we through both legs, let the heel of the left foot rise. We drop the toe in order to set the foot forward and set the heel down. So this movement needs to be a good shoulder width position for you so that we'll be facing over that leg and we take the weight forward, bending knee over toe. So you take the full weight forward. We pick up the back heel, push from the back of the toes, lengthen through both legs. This is the stretch when we have the arms back. When we sit back, we set the foot down, soften knees. You're still facing the corner as you pick up the toes, and then we turn to the front and step in. Toe, heel, rise. So this movement actually does ask us to sink and rise quite a bit. Let's have a look at that footwork again. As we turn to the right, soften your weight down through the legs, picking up the right heel, toe drop, position the toe heel. Now, when we take the weight forward, sit that weight, come forward try not to be too high. Sit the weight through the legs so that when you push off, up, you feel the rise. When we sit back, sit back with a low position, pull up the toes, turning forward, toes heel, and then we rise. So this is what we want to gain from the lower body practice. So when we bring the two together, let's have action now. As we turn the waist, we start the movement of the arms back. Softening the weight so your left heel is up. Now we're going to position the foot in toe heel, turning the hands up. Sitting weight, take the weight forward, turning wrists, collect your hook. Bring the up as your weight is up and you're looking ahead to your corner. Sitting back, the hands come to the waist, release your hook. And we're picking up the toes as the hands cross. Left inside. Turn forward, ahead of the face. We open those hands, arms extend. And then when we release, we step and rise as the arms come down. Let's have a look on the right. Turning right. Collect your turn of arms. Softening the weight, prepare to step forward, toe drop, heel position. Arms are there. Now we turn them up. When the weight comes forward, we turn them over. When we take them back, we rise. Sitting back, bring the hands to the body. Looking forward as we cross, the toes are up, opening out. So it becomes a posture where we have to think of the timing a little bit, getting the arms and legs coordinated nicely to keep that connection of upper and lower body. Let's have a look again together. Softening weight as we take the arms back. Heel left, ready to step out as the arms circle. Position. Turn up and take the weight forward as the arms go back, ready to pick up. There's our stretch. Release. Come back with the hands to waist. Toe pick up, left inside, rising ahead of the face. Open out. And stepping in to lower the arms as we bring the body up. To the right. We're turning, soften that weight, prepare the toe step, heel, empty stance. Now we come forward and we take the arms back, Shaoshang hook, push. Inhale, sitting back from the waist. Bring the hands forward with toes nicely pulled up, open from face height, and stepping back in. Rise as the arms lower. So hopefully you feel a smoothness to that movement. I'd like us to look at White Crane Flies into the Clouds to bring the two, to get a sense of the two together. So here, from last week, turn the hands to the legs. Massage with toes lifted. Keep your body upright. Come to Da Bao. Sitting the weight, bring the hands forward at chest, circling. Open your circle. Now here we have a full extension up. So we're going to lift the heels and we turn the hands. So when you lift the heels, you've got that full sense of opening, and then we sit the weight. Another time, drawing up, toes lift. Nicely upright in the body, and then we sit the weight. Take it low as we open out, exhale your breath. We want the inhalation with the stretch. Here we go, and the top will be the flash of palms open to the sky, and then we release down. Leading to the Phoenix salutes the people, turning left. Smooth back, prepare your weight to step as the arms come forward. 1, 2. Turn up, Set the weight forward as the arms go back and rise. Sitting back. Turn the hands to the waist. Don't turn quite yet with the body. Once we're there, the hands forward, we can turn to the front. Open press and step. Let's have another go to the right. Open arms to prepare the turn back. Toes to heel step. Position, arms ahead. Rotation, turn up, set the weight forward, and then rise when you take the heels, hook hand back. Sitting back, unfurl, bring the hands from waist, right hand, head of chest, up to face. Press, stepping in and low. Well done. So that leaves us with Qi returns to Dantian, which is our last closing posture. And we also have Red Dragon Stirs the Sea. We can do a little closing here, which is very much like the closing itself. So we'll take the hands to circle and we turn them forward to draw back to the Dantian, the lower Dantian. And when we draw back, we want to funnel through the wrist. That is quite an important aspect. It's as if you're pulling the, the sunlight shining through there. So we're pulling back in with the wrists leading, and then we open out. So when we pull forward, it's as if the wrists lead the hands in. They don't need to touch, they just pull like a funnel and open back out. So we're softening the weight there, and then we just stay up as we close gently right and left for ladies. It would be the opposite for gentlemen. And release again whilst we're upright. Not to circle the arms too high, always hip height there, and finally closing right and left to the abdomen, to the Dantian. And from there, we would have our Red Dragon Stirs the Sea, which is the tongue stir, encouraging the saliva of the mouth. And that would take place 3 times to the left, 3 times to the right. Within the teeth, we stir the tongue, and then we swallow the saliva in 3 parts. Should we give that a go before we finish today? So just very well done. And then we can release the hands down by the sides. Yay. So we'll just have a smoothing out over the face with the hands to finish. Gosh, gone quickly today. Here we are. So we smooth around. Again, let's do a couple more. Always good to connect. Energy you've been working with. Smoothing. And lastly, over the face and scalp. And a little massage into the base of the neck there. And we'll tap the neck and draw through. Thank you very much for joining me.
Penny, I got a quick question.
Of course.
When you place the hook behind the body,
yes,
we rise, and then
lift up.
Yeah, because the postures, does the chest really sticking out?
No, you don't, because if you push the chest too much, I see what you mean, you can. It can create a tension. So this one, we're not asked to push and really, push the chest forward. You want to keep the chest relaxed with this posture. It's the last posture, and you're just regulating the body with this position. So you don't have to, because your weight itself will already push your body forward. It's enough if you do that, you exaggerate. So
Mm.
just be relaxed with the chest, particularly. And then we come back. Yeah, I would say.
So we try to stop the chest sticking out.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
see.
mean, you will regularly do it with the fact that you're coming up in the posture. It will look as if you're pushing the chest forward already.
That's right. Yeah.
But
Okay.
you don't need to exaggerate it and really.
But do we really spend a bit like when you? Yeah, I know. We say don't replace the boot too behind, but
I
passing the
with that.
side of the body.
This one, it's with the old horses stabled, we want to have quite a big push. We take a bigger pushback, I would say, with the hand. But this one, it's natural. We want it to be comfortable, so that I would say for this posture.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
My personal view. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, no more question. I will stop the recording.
Thank you, Kim.
Yeah.